This is the photo that has gone viral on social media. Virat Kohli and if you look at it, Gautam Gambhir together. That too with all the history that was there in the past with them. Now Virat Kohli is under Gautam Gambhir. Gautam Gambhir is the head coach and they are going to begin this new chapter from tomorrow onwards against Bangladesh. Remember, they had already been together in the ODIs versus Sri Lanka. Now in the test matches, it's going to be there. In that 19-minute, 19-second interview that they had done with the host broadcasters, it is very, very interesting about certain things that they had mentioned. Firstly, Virat Kohli and Gautam Gambhir. Virat Kohli started off the conversation by saying, putting an end to all the masala that is going around, and Gautam Gambhir really appreciated it. We all thought, okay, they may address certain issues on their past altercations that's there, but no. There was nothing in that sense. It was purely on cricket, the future of cricket, how they started the journey together. And when you look at it, the first thing that Virat asked about Gautam Gambhir is that never thought about the coaching bit. Did Gautam Gambhir ever visualize that he was going to come back into the coaching setup? Gambhir had one very simple thing. He said, I never thought about coaching. He initially did not want to coach because it meant that he would stay for 10 months away from the family. But then he stated, sometimes you want to challenge yourself. Unless you don't get the support of the family, it can't happen. So that's why Gautam Gambhir, with the support of his family, he's gone on and taken this assignment as the new head coach of the Indian cricket team. Now from now till August, it's going to be a very, very hectic 10 months for Gautam Gambhir. And that is why it's going to be very interesting as to what he does at this point in time. But Gambhir asked him a question about captaincy. Now Virat Kohli, we all know from 2015 onwards, he brought about a cultural change in Indian cricket where fast bowlers made the entire, they formed the core of India's strike force and they needed batters who could bat long. Now, when Virat took over, he was 25 at that time, 25, 26. He was saddled with a team of 24 to 25 players at this point. When he took over from MS Dhoni in test captaincy, Virat clearly stated his captaincy mantra. He stated, when I started thinking where Indian cricket needed to be in the next 7 years, the solution became clear. In order to succeed and win consistently everywhere, and the main mantra was take 20 wickets. We needed a group of fast bowlers. We needed batters who could bat long. That was Virat Kohli's mantra. There was no buffer, 7 batters, 8 batters, no. 5 bowlers out and out, winning you test matches on a consistent basis. And that is why Virat Kohli is the most successful Indian captain we have ever had. He's won new series in Australia. Yes, he drew in England, didn't win in South Africa, and didn't win the World Test Championship. But you cannot disapprove of the fact that Virat is the most successful captain, and the current crop, why India is still continuing on that success is because under Virat we formed a core. We formed a core of bowlers who could simply take the game away from the opposition. They would take wickets consistently. Now, Gautam Gambhir believes that why this current Indian bowling bunch is so well equipped and why they are doing what they are doing on a consistent basis. Gautam Gambhir believes that this current group, Shami, Siraj, Bumrah, all of them, they are enjoying what they are doing. Siraj, Bumrah, Shami love bowling. It is like meditation for them. That is the reason why India had such a strong bowling lineup. All of them, even Gautam Gambhir said, I was speaking with Jasprit yesterday, he just loved bowling. Although injuries have limited him, he stated, this next generation should take inspiration from the fact from these guys that yes, 20-30 overs they want to bowl in extreme conditions, and also the fact that if your test cricket is stronger, then and only then your cricket is stronger. In the case of Siraj, Virat Kohli stated that yes, he does want to do well overseas. He wants to win tests away from home as well. So that is the key thing here at this point in time. So this trio loves bowling, and that is why India are where they are in world cricket at this point in time. Now, some very interesting anecdotes have come out for this generation, although we did know about it, in the case of Gautam Gambhir. Now, Virat Kohli, the revelation came about that when he did so well in that BGT of 2014 and 15, where he scored close to 700 runs. At that time, after every ball and every knock, he kept saying Om Namah Shivaya. It was in that zone. He wanted to be in that zone consistently, and that is why he kept saying Om Namah Shivaya. Gautam Gambhir, we would all know about this in the past, but just to refresh it also, he kept listening to Hanuman Chalisa during that wonderful 137 that he hit in Napier in 2009. Now, why did they do that? Because they wanted to be in that zone. Gambhir revealed in particular that Lakshman told him, VVS Lakshman during the break, in those 2 hours you just nodded, you didn't speak a word. That's how zoned out you were. What makes Virat Kohli the ultimate chase master? We have seen whenever he does well in a chase, it just reaffirms the fact that he knows, he's like a computer, how he manages to set targets and chase it down. Virat again broke it down very, very simply. For me, a chase is clarity. If your motivation is to win, you will find a way. I want the result first. He also explained the situation. If the situation demands I hit boundaries, I hit boundaries. If the situation demands that I run, I run. If the situation demands that I be aggressive or I leave balls consistently, he will do that also. He's that well programmed at this point. Sledging. Now, what works? Does sledging work? Does sledging backfire? On the same thing, Virat Kohli and Gautam Gambhir are on the same page. He said, Gambhir in particular stated, I wanted to get into a confrontation. Confrontation can get you in that zone. When I was sledged, it has helped me a lot more. So, in that sense, both Delhi boys agree that yes, if you sledge them, there will be serious trouble for the opposition. Virat often has stated, if you give it, you also got to know how to take it. So, that's why when you look at it, both are very clear in that sense. There were several other things in the interview also. For example, Gautam Gambhir stated that Virat Kohli's knock of 183 versus Pakistan is the best ODI knock that has been ever played by an Indian. Yes, there have been double hundreds, there have been other instances also, but Virat Kohli's 183 is the best that he's ever played. That 183 versus Pakistan in the Asia Cup in Mirpur. Do you agree with Gautam Gambhir? What do you think about this whole interview that has happened? Was it enlightening? Was it really just about cricket? Could they have added a lot more? You can write to us in the comments below. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.